All right, Coach, we have a perfect day for football, and the roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 290. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Luck on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. On first and 10, Luck. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Luck gives this one off to Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Let's go, let's go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
First carry for Spencer Ware. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Get set. 19.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking a fine line.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Escaping. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense now. To get points on the board last time, they had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 19. A shotgun snap for Long. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Long. Funches with a catch over the middle. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
I got you. 11. Go.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Set, 19, check 53. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Miller, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year, and the Texans push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Flushed out right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, here's Luck. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jones on the return.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Texans.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Reset. 19. Hey, 59. 41's the mark.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Reset. 19. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check 24.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's good for 28 yards.
A 28-yard game.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson throwing the out route and complete. That's Hopkins. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
That's complete once again to Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 41. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing is Luck. They'll run the screen with Mack. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Luck. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
12. Middle.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got Rodgers. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Vinatieri's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 7, Watson. Catch is made here. It's the rookie from San Diego State, Kahale Waring. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
First down, Houston.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's it. Big hit.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, it's Locke. Ebron caught left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now it's Luck. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Luck. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Luck now to throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Miller with a first down and more. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 83 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7-7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Luck. Funches has it complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Ready? Mike 37. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Luck. And he connects with Ebron. Now a first down throw. Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A throw by Luck complete to his tight end, Ebron. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Luck. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. Miller with a first down and more. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put...
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's locked. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Mike.
On 1st down, it's Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here's Luck. The 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored it.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. From the 22, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson on target here to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Throwing now, Watson.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight dog.
Throwing again is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
11 feet. 55, Mike.
After the interception, it's Locke. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing is Locke. Now in desperation. It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Texans scoop it. The 40. He's at the 30. 10.